mid-back pain. It's a bit of an awkward place to get to. Your shoulder and your neck, maybe you can get in around there and do something for yourself. Your low back maybe, but the mid-back area, it's just a bit more awkward to get to, and it can be really sore. When an issue arises there, it is not comfortable for a lot of people. So today I want to give you 3 things not to do when you have mid-back pain. So often I'm telling you, do this stretch or try this or do something with ergonomics or things to help your well-being, things to help you be more comfortable and healthier. But today I'm giving you 3 things not to do, and this is equally important as knowing what is right to do. Trasa here from Natural Back Health. Let's dig straight in. Number 1, do not panic. This is an important one. So sometimes when we get an injury or sometimes a pain or an issue arises out of nowhere and a million things start going through our mind and we start to panic. So what I want you to consider is common things happen commonly. Most likely your issue is something standard. We're talking about the mid-back, so maybe it's a rib issue, maybe there's a muscular issue, maybe there's something going on with your spine. But common things happen commonly. So keep that in the back of your mind. Don't panic. Stay alert, stay aware. Pain is always going to be your body's way of telling you something is wrong. So you pay attention and you stay alert to it, but you do not panic. Now, what I'll add to this is we're talking about the mid-back area, so we do need to be mindful of more serious issues. If you think that you're having a heart attack or a stroke, you call emergency services. You do not put it off. You don't kind of say, oh no, I won't do, it's probably this. If you think it is something more serious, you call them. They want to help you. If it turns out to be something standard, something common, you're going to be happy and they will be equally happy for you, but they are still there to help you. So that's really important to keep that in the back of your mind. And in either circumstance, whether it's just something bog standard, common issue, or whether you have to consider this is something more serious, you still stay calm, try to keep aware and mindful and not to let panic set in. So that's an important one. Okay, number 2, do not work through the pain. This is something that I hear all the time. Oh, I just said I'd keep going till the end of the day, or I'll keep going until the end of the week. Then if you've got something that you're committed to, the end of the week can come to the end of the month and you're working through this pain. But the issue here is that you can make the injury worse, you can exacerbate the problem and end up in a worse off situation. Now, to add into this, what people can end up doing as well is that they ignore it and hope that it will go away. This is something that I see really commonly. And what can happen, the kind of trajectory of what happens, is an issue arises, you ignore it, it'll go away in a couple of days, and often it might ease off, but then it appears again. And you start to get into these episodes of pain. And a really common one that happens is someone will come into me and they will say, I've had this pain going on for a while, it comes and it goes, I've had it several times, but this time it's not going away. This time it's worse than ever. This time it's lasting longer than ever and it's more painful than ever. So you've kind of gotten yourself into a little bit of a trap, a little bit of a vicious circle, and you're ending up with something recurrent, and now we've moved into a chronic situation. And that takes more effort to get back on the road to recovery than when somebody says, okay, X, Y, or Z happened to me a week ago, the pain is not easing off, and you come in and you get something done about it and you get on the road to recovery. So there's 2 different trajectories there. One is nipping it in the bud, sorting it out quicker, and often that person will just have a very short plan of care and they'll improve really quickly. And then the other is ignoring it, hoping it will go away, and then you get onto a bit of a different road, and it can take more time, more commitment to get back to yourself and get back on the road to recovery. You'll get back on the road to recovery either way, but one is going to be a little bit more time in the most commonly. So I'm giving you kind of the most common scenario here. So that's another one. Do not work through the pain. Do not ignore the pain, kind of hoping that it will go away. You really do need to pay attention and just listen to what your body is telling you. Number 3, so another common one that I see. Do not let a loved one, a family member, a friend crack your back. You might be asking them to do it. They might be eagerly offering their services. Don't do it. This is another one I've seen, do not let your children sit on your back, walk up and down your back, stand on your back, all for some kind of crunch or something to happen. It can be really, really tempting, but I do not recommend it. Health professionals such as myself have spent years training at university, learning about the human body, refining our diagnostic expertise, refining our hands-on skills. Also, we know what is the most appropriate thing to do for you, and equally, what is the thing not to do. So both are equal. You don't want to do something that will exacerbate the problem. So in this case, you also don't want to put that responsibility on a friend or your partner that if it exacerbates the problem, they're going to feel like crap because they were involved, and you're going to obviously feel like crap because you're in more pain. So please avoid that, because again, you can end up exacerbating the problem. As I said, health professionals such as myself, we have many years of training to know what is the right thing to do and when you need to pull back. So both of them are important, the right thing to do and when not to do something. Okay guys, so that's 3 things. Please do not panic when an issue arises, whether it's an injury or whether it's come out of the blue. Do not panic. Stay alert, stay aware, pay attention to your body. Number 2, don't work through it. Don't stick your head in the sand and think that it will go away, because that can end up getting you into a pattern. Kind of, you're falling into a little bit of a trap in that instance. Number 3, please, even though it's tempting, say no to somebody that's offering their services to do something to crack your back or whatever they're offering. If they have no training, just be mindful that it could end up going down the wrong road. And if you're thinking about it, which I've seen both, where someone's offered their services and the other way around, just think of, it may not turn out as you expected. Health professionals such as myself are here to help you. We want to give you advice. We want to get the most appropriate care for you, and we want to get you back on the road to recovery. And we also don't want it to become a recurrent situation. That is not, there's no prize for having the most amount of pain. Nobody's going to think it's very noble that you're putting up with this pain, whatever, week after week. Get it sorted and pay attention to that pain. All right, I hope you found that helpful, and you've taken away something from it. Take care, guys.